This Raw Vision video is brought to you by Metro Solar, proud partner of the Richmond Football Club. G'day Tiger fans, welcome to Raw Vision, brought to you by Metro Solar. And today we're joined by Damien Hardwick and we're going to have a look back at the 2014 season. Dimmer, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Richo.
Mate, we're just reflecting, I'll bring it up straight away. We're looking back at the elimination final and I guess it's something you probably want to forget at this stage. Yeah,
it's amazing. It's only probably a week since we've played in that game. It feels like about a month. You know, we've analysed it to death, looked at it, and things that went right, not much, and the things that went wrong, there was a lot of areas. So yeah, it's something we'll obviously learn from again. But you know, we've lost 2 elimination finals in a row, so something's not working for us, and we'll address that and get our boys better.
You did review the game. Obviously, the boys went through it, I think, on the Wednesday. What was the most disappointing thing for you? What really struck you?
Yeah, the big thing about it was we just didn't play the way we would have liked to have played. You know, defensively we were incredibly poor. You know, we missed about, I think, the first phase of play where Westhoff kicked that goal. I think we missed 3 tackles, which, you know, we're not a big tackling side, but we're very effective when we do tackle. And you know, to have 3 of their guys walk straight through our players was really disappointing. And you know, unfortunately, it was you know, it set the scene for a long day. You know, we had defensive breakdowns throughout the day, and funnily enough, a lot of them were caused by our offence. You know, we turned the ball over. Emphasised, I think we had a really good bit of play. Bashahula goes to bounce a ball and it bounces off sideways, and probably summed up our day to a degree. Yeah,
you just mentioned we played in the elimination final, done it 2 years in a row now, and lost them both. It's really good to get there back to back, but is it going to be something that you're really going to learn from over the summer?
Yeah, we spoke to our boys about that. We obviously went through the disappointment of one, first of all, getting to the finals, but then 2, you know, every side has a story and every side has to pay a price. You know, we went through some teams within history. You know, West Coast, for example, lost 3 elimination finals before they lost a prelim, before they won a grand final. And we showed the boys that you have to go through a period of paying the price, and in effect, this is our story. We've just got to make sure we learn from it and get better, because you know, I still think we're a very capable side of you know, winning some finals footy. The fact of the matter is you've got to get back there to give yourself another chance, and we've done that over the last 2 years, but we've just got to make sure we continue to set the scene.
Well, I guess you'd look at a North Melbourne, lost the final by 100 points in Perth a few years ago. They're playing in a prelim now, so yeah, it's probably the sort of path you'd like to take.
Yeah, it is, and the big thing for us is we don't want to miss out on finals again going forward. You know, we've got to make sure we give ourselves the opportunity. You don't get a God-given right because you made it last year. You don't automatically qualify for this year, and you know, our 3-10 start was testament that you've got to play well and get your season up and going, so we'll be looking to rectify that also.
Early in the season you would have been having some testing times, and because the pre-season looked pretty good, some good wins and things were shaping up all right. Suddenly it wasn't working, some close losses. How disappointed were you at that stage? Yeah,
it was disappointing. We had a really good pre-season, like you said, Richo. Just, you know, had a really disappointing game against the Gold Coast, managed to get over the line versus Carlton, but weren't playing anywhere near as well as what we would have liked. So we'll look at some things going forward into this pre-season. Our NAB Cup build-up will be a little bit different. I think, you know, our majority of our better players played all the NAB Cup games. We'll probably look at a different philosophy this year, where they might only play the last 2 games as compared to all 4. So we just need to make sure we get our best players on the park at the best of times, and you know, then obviously losing Rance round 2 and Delidio round 3, and you know, Ivan obviously didn't play for the first 10, 11 games. You certainly had our backs against the wall.
Footy now, I guess, is all about a consistent game plan and message. Every team's trying to do the same thing, really. Does it get hard at that point when things aren't working? Do you start questioning things, and do you start thinking, gee, I've got to change something, or do you just got to stick to the same message?
Yeah, it's a really good point. Look, obviously we analyse things to the nth degree and go through various, you know, avenues to find what's working for us and what's done. We constantly amend the process to get a better result. But for us, we knew the areas that we were going poorly in. Funnily enough, they were the areas that were going well in last year. So we just had to rectify a few things, get a few personnel changes into our side, and make sure we started to get the ball in motion, which we did a little bit more. Like, we were incredibly slow at the start of the year. Our boys just didn't have the courage or the confidence to play on like we normally do. And you know, it's amazing once you start to get that inner belief. It's amazing when you start to play some good footy. So that's something that I think our players have learnt from last year.
Dimmer, do you get away? Do you have a holiday? I mean, you have to get out of it at some stage and give your head a rest, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is. You've got to reconnect with the family, obviously. So we'll head away as a family in the next couple of weeks. This year I'm the grand final. It's going to be hard to watch again, but we'll head away after that and get some sun up north. And then once again as coaches we'll head away overseas or within Australia and try and find something that's going to make us better. You know, it's really important that we ask our players to improve, but our coaches have got to improve as well. So it's something we enjoy doing, and we look forward to bringing back something that will make the Tigers better.
So you go to a club in America or somewhere like that and try and learn something?
Yeah, so we go and look through a couple of places, speak to some coaches over there. You know, the big thing for us at the moment is trying to get past the 2 elimination final losses. Well, what can you help us out with that? What have you tried? You know, but also within Australia, there's some fantastic coaches here that we touch base with, you know, from other sports. That's really important, because at the end of the day, very insular our game, so we've got to make sure that we try and bring something back. And, you know, 1% is all we're looking for, and if we can improve that, might get us over the line in the big game.